Good afternoon. Exercise is an important part of life, especially for mature adults who are over the age of 50. These adults in this age group who live a sedentary lifestyle are more susceptible to life-altering conditions and diseases. Today I'm going to be interviewing Lorraine Bowers, an individual who lives a very active life. This is Lorraine Bowers, and we are going to be discussing the history of her exercise program. So, Miss Bowers, let me ask you this. Why do you exercise?
I have always exercised, and I exercise because I enjoy it.
What is your workout routine consist of?
My workout routine has always been running. I have run since I was in high school. I was a track person, and I did sprints, and when high school was over and I went to college, I didn't want to give all that up because I enjoyed it. So I learned to run long distance by taking a jogging class in college, and I just got hooked. I loved it. So I have been running since my freshman year in college, which was when I was 18, and I am now 50, and I have run ever since.
Do you prefer to work out with your group of friends, or do you like to work out by yourself?
I tend to like to go by myself simply because with my schedule it fits my needs better, and I don't have to wait on anyone or worry about whether they can fit in their time frame with my time frame. So I tend to, when I am ready to go exercise, I change, I go, I get it done. I have lots of other things that I have to do through the course of the day, so I don't like to wait, so I do it by myself.
So, do you use it as a time for that you can rewind on the day, kind of like a de-stressor, or?
Yes. In fact, there's been many things that I have had happen in my life that I have problem solved while exercising. That is something that I have always liked about exercising, is that it's a way for me to think things through. It seems like when I go out for a run, I think about all of those things and I get them all figured out, and by the time I'm done running, not only have I exercised, but I've taken care of all my issues that were worrying me.
Have you faced, what about in the winter months? What do you do does the cold weather bother you at all?
You know what, when I was running I've never had a problem with winter. If I could be outside, I would be outside. And it's kind of funny because when I would be running, which I was always in the country, I was always running in gravel roads and stuff, I would have people stop and try to pick me up because they thought that I was out there in the cold all alone, and whether it's 0 degrees or whether it's 90 degrees, I was running. It didn't matter.
Your friends that are in your age group, do you know any of them that exercise as well, or are some of them scared of exercising?
My age group, or
yes,
just in general?
Just in general. So.
Really, in general, for the most part, I have trouble, even if I wanted to exercise with someone. My need for consistency is like 100%. I've got to do it 5 days. When I was running, I did it 5 days a week. When I walk, I do it 7 days a week. So I don't find a lot of people that would have that desire to do that as much. So it was a little harder for me to find anybody around. They just didn't have that.
Sure. When you say was, is there a reason why? Did something happen to you, or?
Yes. Last year, it would have been a year ago in December, I found out that I had bulging discs in my back, and so my 20-some-year career of running stopped. That's the longest. That's the most I've ever had. That's the most I've ever gone without running. So I went about 3 or 4 months with no exercise. I had to just not do anything, which was terrible. And then I found that walking was okay.
Yeah.
The impact was less. It was easier on my back. I had less pain. So now I found that I enjoy walking. I haven't yet started running again. I think I will, but I haven't yet. Walking.
Are you scared, or?
I'm a little nervous. I was in a lot of pain. It kind of scares me that if that impact when I run, it will cause that to just need to try it.
Yeah.
So I had to work up to walking so that I didn't have pain. And if I find that if I walk, I'm pretty pain free.
Sure.
So,
What are there any specific exercises or stretches that you do for your back now
Yes.
that can help relieve pain?
yes.
Would you mind teaching me some?
No, that's fine.
So what would be the first position for myself?
To lie on your back.
Okay, fine with that.
One of the things that the doctor showed me is that my spine I have less space between each of my vertebrae because of my age. So in order for me to keep my spine not
Compact?
compacted, yes, they want me to stretch. So they
Okay.
have me lay on my back.
Okay.
And one of the things that I do is I bring my knees up to my chest,
Okay.
and I put my hands on my knees, and I pull them very, very slowly to my chest,
Okay.
and I hold it for about 10 seconds.
Okay.
And after 10 seconds, I release, and I just put my feet back on the floor.
All right. And so you do that every morning as soon as waking up in the morning, do you feel pain?
No, I don't feel pain in
You
the
don't?
morning. My back is always just a little, it feels like maybe it's just sore. So I try to do it every day, whether it's in the evening when I'm watching TV, is mostly when I do it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll go a day without doing it. But I always seem to notice that if I've gone 2 or 3 days and I haven't done those stretches, my back gets more achy, never painful. But
So heat pad or medicine or anything like that?
heat is always nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another stretch, or is that?
One of the other things that I can do is when I'm laying on my back,
Okay.
I press my pelvis to
Yes.
the floor,
Okay.
so that the small of my back is up against the floor,
Gotcha.
and that's a helpful one. The other one that I tend to do quite a bit is where I'm on all my hands and knees,
Okay.
and you basically just arch your back like a cat, exactly.
Okay.
So all of this is arched, and then I might even lean back into it a little bit. Put your bottom back towards your feet. There you go, like that.
Okay.
And that's where I feel that stretches.
Stretch.
Yeah, and that helps me. And between those 2 or 3, I do pretty well.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you, Mrs. Bowers, for spending time with me and telling about your past history. And I hope one day when I'm your age, that I'm as passionate about exercising and my overall health as you are.